What's up guys, I'm Vay coming in. Welcome to today's video. Guys, the new troop in Clash of Clans is here, and today we're here to reveal it in this exclusive sneak peek. So, in my last video, it was teased pretty heavily. I had it chilling out in the train bar right here, but this, guys, this is the Electro Dragon. It is unlockable at Town Hall 11, and it is going to be a beast of a troop with some really interesting mechanics. So let's go ahead and just run down the stats real quick. 300 damage per second. It's actually lower than the max level 7 dragon. Damage when destroyed is 360. Hit points 4,200. Training cost 44,000 elixir. So it is, I think, the most expensive elixir troop in the village now. Yes, it is. It is now the most expensive elixir troop. The P.E.K.K.A.s got demoted down to 39,000 elixir. But it's going to take 6 minutes to train. So this is actually the longest train time now in the entire village. It's going to take you 6 minutes. Golems are 5 minutes. Lava Hounds are 5 minutes. So at 30 housing space, I would expect this troop to be pretty powerful. And I do believe that the extra hit points were necessary to sort of fall in line with other 30 housing space troops. So let's go ahead and check this out right here. This is what they look like, guys. They are blue, they are big, and they are totally BA. I mean, I really like the way this troop looks. It falls in line with the Town Hall 12 aesthetic, but you can unlock it at TH11. I think this is a really good choice by Supercell. I know that they're wanting to encourage a lot of TH10s to go up to TH11, and although the siege machines are honestly a really great reason to do so, for 9s to go to 10, 10s to go to 11, etc. I think giving Town Hall 10s one more reason to jump up is really going to help them sort of make that choice to push through the grind of Town Hall 11, because it is a very big grind. So anyways, guys, I have a village setup that is going to be able to show you this troop and how it functions, and we're going to talk through what the attack does and just sort of some of the weaknesses and some of the strengths. So let me load this village up, and we'll be back in just a moment. All right, guys, so here we are. The first thing that you need to know about the Electro Dragon is the attack. The attack is effectively a chain lightning attack that bounces to hit up to a total of 5 targets. So if I put this Electro Dragon onto this corner elixir collector, it's going to take a moment to charge up, and it's going to fire off. Notice it hits 5 targets in a line, okay? One thing to note about this is that it's not going to split. If you hit a target in the very center, it's going to travel it's going to pick one target on either side, and it's going to continue to travel in that direction. Okay, if there's nothing else extending off of the second target, that chain lightning will actually die. It won't go any further. All right, guys, so here we are back on the same village here. What you need to know about the chain lightning, it does have limitations. Obviously, there's going to be a range that the chain lightning has, and just for your information, the chain lightning has a range of 1 tile either horizontally or diagonally. So horizontally, I'll go ahead and say would be, I guess, flush, like side to side like this. So I'm going to put 1 Electro Dragon onto this gold storage, and if you see, he's going to bounce that gold storage all the way to the clan castle. This function makes it the highest, the troop with the longest range in the entire game. This is super cool, okay? So not only have they created a very interesting troop, but it's the troop with the longest range in the entire game for this reason. Now, I will draw your attention to one more thing. If you notice, it took out the first 2 storages, but it didn't take out the final 2 and the clan castle. Now, why is that? That's because if we put 1 more Electro Dragon onto the field here, the damage dealt to each subsequent target after the first is reduced. If we were to zoom in really close, you can see that the first 2 targets, there was a difference in damage. The second target had less HP. The third target had even less HP. The fourth target, even less HP taken away from each attack. So let's set up one more example. I'll be back with you guys in one more moment. Another thing that you need to be aware of is the Electro Dragon has an extremely slow hit speed. While this attack can be extremely devastating, particularly on sort of clustered compartments, the attack speed is really low. So in just a moment, we're going to encounter an air sweeper, and you're going to see the air sweeper completely shuts down the Electro Dragon, because once it reaches its target, it has to heat up. We're going to put the Electro Dragon onto this Dark Elixir storage, and you're going to notice one more thing. Even though this camp is one tile away from that gold mine, the army camp actually has a hitbox that is recessed by one more tile, so effectively it can't bounce onto that camp. So keep in mind that these the different structures in the base actually have varying hitbox sizes. Here we come to this air sweeper, and just like I said, it's going to have a really hard time actually locking onto a target here, because the air sweeper keeps pushing it back, and this is a max level air sweeper. So, I mean, you're going to see this Electro Dragon is really going to struggle to lock onto its target. It's not going to fire a single shot. In fact, it's going to be blown away entirely from this army camp onto a different target or nothing at all. So you need to be really, really careful when you are attacking. I think it actually just got into the blind spot there, but you need to be really careful when you're attacking these sweepers. And guys, there it is, the glorious death damage that was described in the card. We're gonna go and put another one down here so you can see that death damage again. We'll put one onto this barracks. Look how quickly it's gonna melt into the fire of 4 expos in that, but there's the death damage. It basically looks like a lightning spell. Now the damage of this death damage, it's not that remarkable. And honestly, I would say that you can't really count on the death damage of the dragon to accomplish any goal reliably. Just like the lightning spell, the lightning shots that fire down when it dies are going to be in a slightly random pattern. So you can't really rely on, well, if my Electro Dragon dies on this thing, that it's going to hit this and this right beside it. It's not necessarily the case. So anyways, let's go ahead and check out one more thing. Why don't we just spam a bunch of these over here and let them work. So we're going to put 7 over here onto this side. Also, rage spells do affect the damage that is received on the chain lightning, so you need to be aware of that as well. Let's put all these down like this and spread out 2 rage spells and just see them work. Look how far the chain lightning will take these Electro Dragons damage. This is absolutely disgusting. When they fire off their shots, look at how they delete, and I say it not lightly, they delete swaths of troops here, swaths of stuff. So there it is. Let's put down one more dragon right here. Let's go and rage this, and we're gonna use our warden ability like this. That was probably a little bit late. They didn't actually kill the queen, but check that out. One more lightning bounce took out all but one of the air defenses. Guys, this is an extremely powerful troop. If you can get it raged, I can see the Electro Dragon being extremely strong. I've had a lot of play testing, and yeah, super, super cool stuff in my opinion. But yeah, check this out. If we rage this right here, the rage shot might actually be able to take out that clan castle on the bounce. Will it? Yes. Okay, so even though the gold storage had less health and was only 1 shot from death, the rage bounce does connect onto the second target, and because that was raged, was able to take out more HP and effectively take that down. So I want you to consider some things. If we were to take a look at this basic, and I'll just push the replay button, you need to be aware that, say, and I'll just go ahead and draw your attention to what we did at the very top of the base here. I put the Electro Dragon onto a dark storage for a reason. I dropped it here because the following targets had less HP. So if you're attacking something first that has very high HP, you can effectively anchor that Electro Dragon in one place and delete stuff behind it. This can be used as a funneling mechanism, okay? But also be aware of what would happen if we were in the opposite position. Be aware that if you were to hit a low HP target first, and it is bouncing onto higher hit point targets behind it, that the Electro Dragon is going to have to reposition himself in order to hit the next target. So keep that in mind. I think the Electro Dragon could be used as a funneling troop with a very high skill cap. Overall, this troop is going to be incredibly fun to play with, and I can't wait to max it out on my TH12 that I will be going to immediately when this update drops. Guys, in addition to all of the other things that we brought out for this update, we are going to be having one more sort of recap video that we're going to release and go over everything, and I'm going to give you, sort of my overall blanket opinion of the update, things that I'd like, things that I don't, and things that I think you should be aware of. And we're going to sum it all of up. We're going to sum all of it up into one video. I hope you're hyped because TH12, it's just around the corner. And with it, a lot of other Town Halls are going to be affected. Can you imagine a Town Hall 9 taking one of these bad boys? I can see some pretty cool meta attacks coming out involving an Electro Dragon at Town Hall 9. Anyways, much love. I'll see you guys later. Show up for my streams tomorrow. Peace out.